to just fix one or two things so that I do not get distracted. Alright, so good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're joining from. And this is Mary. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome again to Gratitude Sunday. Yes, stories of God's goodness. We do this every Sunday, and today is one of those days. So let's just wait for more people to join. And please enjoy the music. Oh, how we worship. Oh, hi. Oh, how we worship. Oh, how we praise you. Oh, worship. Oh, Lord. Oh, how we love. Hi. Oh, how we praise. Hi. Super excited to have you join. I'm trying to just fix some things. Alright, guys, so just please hold on. Oh, how we praise. Oh, how we worship. Oh, Lord. Oh, how we love you. Oh, how we praise you. Oh, how we worship. Oh, Lord. Hey, hi. Hi. Okay, so let's get started. Once again, you're welcome to today's episode of Gratitude Sunday, Stories of God's Goodness. You know, sometimes life brings, it brings us to a point where we don't even know what to do. We don't know how things will work out. We plan, we try, we stress, but then God steps in and He steps in and He provides in ways that leaves us speechless. If you've experienced that, please give this video a thumbs up. Before we get started, please, if you're just joining, please like this video and also subscribe. Thank you. So today's story is one that reminds me that when God provides, you heard me, when God provides, He doesn't just meet your need, He exceeds it. Alright? God doesn't just provide, He exceeds your needs, and then let me put it this way, He shocks you. the way God does things is different from what we have planned out. Alright? God will just shock us. He does that a lot. So even when it seems like there's no way out, God already has a plan waiting. I need you to know that. So sit back and listen to the story. It's a real life story. In fact, all my stories, they're real life. And the real life story of how God showed up for me when I had no idea where I would where I had no idea where I would lay in my head, even though I had some place, but then it was really a challenge. So guys, please, if you're just joining, do not forget to like this video and also subscribe. Alright, and one more thing, also enjoy the music. Okay, are you ready for my story? Okay, so my previous story, I talked about my NYC, how I traveled to Gombe State, how God came through for me, how I got there and I was told to go back home. Can you imagine? I was told to go back home. Having traveled from Lagos to Gombe State, spending 2 days on the road. You're not telling me to go back home. How now? So I said, so my story the last time was how God came through for me. I got there eventually. God came through for me, and He had to change protocols. He had to break protocols for my sake. Eventually, I registered and I became a copper. And so this was even last year. This was last year October. So it's even a year now, and I'm good. So today, guys, so I didn't say that. So eventually, I spent my 3 weeks. It was 2 weeks and some days though. I spent it in Gombe State, and I relocated. Yes, you heard me. I relocated. I just couldn't stay there. I relocated. Alright, in fact, my relocation, let me say my relocation story. So, I think I've said that, but then let me just rephrase. Eventually I got posted to, so the commandant told me, oh, Lagos was not available, so I had the option of choosing between Ogun State and Oyo State. So I chose Oyo State, and I was posted to Oyo State. I relocated to Oyo State. So guys, let me now tell you how I got to Oyo State. Oyo State wasn't that far though. It was, I think, 2 hours. If there's traffic, you can spend more hours. But at max, it's just 20 hours. Sorry, I said 20 hours. 2 hours. So I relocated to Oyo State, and guys, I was really happy because knowing that I won't have to stay in Lagos, having to see my sisters. Because if I knew that if I had stayed in Lagos, it would not even be as if I'm serving, because my sisters will not let me be. Right? They will not let me be. So I just wanted to just stay away from them, even though they knew. So they were like, "You're not going to get any state. It's Lagos. It's Lagos." So I was just praying, like, God, please let Oyo State work out, because I just wanted that 1 year or like for myself, because I schooled in Lagos. Yeah, I spent all my life in Lagos, so I just wanted to just be far away from people, from my sisters. Yeah, I wanted to be far away from them, and they knew it. It's not like they're not aware. They know that I want to be away, so they were just praying that I should be posted to Lagos. But God had His way, and Oyo State clicked. So I had to move to Oyo State. And I said in my previous story that, so there's this Christian fellowship. They have a lodge in every state. They have lodge for couples in every state, and that's one beautiful thing I love about this initiative. They have a lodge in every state, no matter the state. So I stayed there, in Gombe State. So eventually, when I moved to Oyo State, I had to look for one there. I found it, and I stayed there. Pending when I just needed to stay there to just complete my documentation and every other thing. But there was something. They had restrictions. Yeah, you can't stay in that place and say, "Oh, you want to do your own thing." No, that's a fellowship. So you cannot just say you want to do your own thing. So I didn't like most of the restrictions. And one of it was I couldn't put on my trousers. The only trousers that I'm allowed to put on is just my khaki. That's the trousers. The trousers that came with your uniform. That was the only thing. Aside that, you cannot even cook your own meals. It is what the house cooks that you're going to eat. So, and I am this person that I cook my own meals. I don't even like eating out. So those kind of restrictions just like made me change my mind. I was like, I cannot stay here. I cannot even stay here. So, but I just had to stay during my documentation. And eventually, so I was posted to Oyo State, like I said, and I needed to search for my PPA. I finally got where my PPA was. Though it was a bit far from where the lodge was. So that was just discouraging me, like, okay, I cannot be coming from that place to this place. So God bless my brother. So because of the transportation and everything, so he decided to book a hotel for me. Guys, did you hear that? He booked a hotel for me. In fact, where I was posted to, was a, I'm not going to say the place now. So where I was posted to, there was also a hotel in that building. So for me not to stress myself, to just had good family members. So for me not to stress myself, he paid for a month for me. So pending that 1 month, I have like 1 month to search for a place. Can you imagine? So guys, I stayed in the hotel. It was a beautiful place. There was always light, even though there was no light. They'll turn on the fan. I would go outside to get food. But I wasn't comfortable there because knowing that you just have a limited time to stay there was my problem. So I wasn't relaxed. So that first week I was in search of a place. I was like really in search of a place. And so that place was the student area. Yeah. It was the student area, and most of the houses there were hostels. The school did not provide hostels, so all the students they stayed off camp. So every house there was a hostel. In fact, no family house. Any family house you see is all those old houses. So that meant that I was going to stay in the hostel, right? And I was in search of a place, and those city agents. So I had to join several WhatsApp groups, so as to stay updated. And for every time they post a place and I like it, I'll reach out to the agent like, okay, I want to go and like inspect this place. Guys, they will deceive you with videos or pictures. You see the pictures. Alright. Thank you. How about now? Thank you for the feedback. So hi FIFA Peter. So I had to so I told the agent, oh, I like this place. You're struggling to hear me. I've reduced it. Okay, it's better now. Thank you. So I okay. So I eventually saw one. I liked it. I reached out to the agent. Guys, I went there. you know how it can be. What what you ordered versus what you got. That was it. I just could not believe my eyes. Like, as I looked at the video, I looked at the house. Like, Kojora now, like, it doesn't match. What is this? And these guys are just greedy people. They're after their own agent fee. So they will not even mind carrying you to where even they themselves cannot leave, or to just collect their money. And thank God it wasn't in Lagos. So the agency fee was 8,000 naira. So even if they take you to like 10 places, it's still 1,000 naira they'll collect. Unlike Lagos, that come on, 1,000 naira saving is even it's small for transportation. So this one, you're going to like sort their transportation fee and also give them the agency fee. So it was crazy. I was angry, like, okay, what is this? The picture I'm seeing is different from what I'm seeing live. I just had to pay my fee and I went home. So because I was staying in the hotel, it was fair. I had somewhere to relax. Imagine going through that stress and going back to the lodge. Alright, even though those ones they welcomed me, but I just knew that I couldn't stay in the fellowship lodge. I couldn't stay there. No, I couldn't. I just couldn't stay there. So I wanted to leave that place so bad. So I was in search of a place, walking here and there, going to several places. So for me, I wanted somewhere that was close to the house, close to my PPA, and then somewhere at least I shouldn't be spending more than what I'm going to be earning. It wasn't Lagos yet, the transportation was fair, but then it was just 33,000 naira now, NYC allowance. So I just did not want to be spending more than, even if I want to spend, it should be more than 400 naira to and fro. So I was in search of a place that was close to the house. How am I saying house? Close to my PPA. So guys, so I told my boss that, oh please, in case he knows somebody that knows somebody, I told him that I was in search of a place. So he was like, no rush now. My boss was also the owner of the hotel. So I was like, why am I rushing? I said, like, at least even if I'm going to be spending, because I paid for the hotel, yeah, 1 month. So even if I'm going to be staying 1 month, at least let me know that I have somewhere to fall back on, like a place of my own. But then he was like, I shouldn't rush. In my mind, I'm like, okay, so I should pay another month. That's what he after this, that. So for the first week, I was a bit relaxed. I still had like 3 weeks more to go. So guys, this agent. So like I said, I joined several groups, so I was always like checking. There was someone I would see, I'm like, what is this? Are people living here? Because it was a student area, so most of those students were actually living there. It went on and on like that. I was worried. I was really worried. Like, okay, God, please help me. God, please, I'm tired. So for every time that, so my eldest brother, yeah, he wanted me to stay with somebody. So eventually, when I get a place, I should like bring in a roommate. But me, I don't want that. I didn't want that. He wanted it, but me, because throughout my stay in school, I have stayed with roommates. In fact, during my NC days, the first roommates I had during my year 1, they were amazing roommates. My second year was worse. My third year, that's my last year, my final year rather, it was a bit hard, but then God came through and I enjoyed my stay. So during my university days, I had roommates too, but even though my roommate was amazing, but I just wanted to be all by myself, I'm not a big girl, so I wanted to be all by myself, but my brother didn't want that. He wanted me to socialize. So my immediate elder brother was like, since I don't want to stay with anybody, that's fine. That he's the one that will sort the bill, so I should look for what I want. So that just made me relax. All right, so guys, I'm talking my story like that. So please, if you're just joining, please like this video and subscribe. Thank you so much. So back to my story. So there was this apartment that I went to check, and the funny thing with these silly agents is that they will not tell you like that this place is terrible, this place is far. They just, like I said, they're just after their money. So I called this agent that, oh, I like this place. Thank God the agent was honest. He told me that, oh, they have light issue. In fact, that's been like that for a month. See, God bless that agent wherever he is. Said they have light issue, that. In fact, though they're going to rectify the whole thing, but it's not assuring me it's going to be anytime soon. Guys, imagine some agents, they'll not even tell you that, and after you pay, that's when they'll not tell you. In fact, there was a lady that gave such testimony today in church. She said she went to check the place, and the landlord, she even asked the landlord, oh, this place, water doesn't enter this building. The landlord was like, of course, water doesn't enter. So she said the day she went, she checked the place, it was all nice and everything. And when she got home, it rained, so she wasn't able to check. But then her mind was like, okay, she should go back there. So she went back there. In fact, she was going to pay that day, yeah. I was saying somebody else's story, but then I want to drive at something, so please listen. So she got there and it started to rain. In fact, I think she paid, yeah, she paid. And so she went there, like, okay, to even inspect the after she has paid. Oh, it started to rain. It was not even out how many seconds, water started coming out from the ground. Before you know it, I think it was a room and parlor. Water was coming from the parlor, from the room, from the ground. Hey, she was shocked. This was the house that she was told that, oh, it doesn't leak, it doesn't, water doesn't enter, this, that. She said she took videos and posted online. In fact, he said the least video that the least views she has had, because she used to post pictures that I think the list was 200, but when she posted this video, she had like 1,000 views. People was like, oh, this landlord should be arrested, this, that. When I think the landlord and the rest, they saw the video, they had to give her, like, they gave her money ASAP. They were like, please take your money, put down the video. Because they were going to delay her payment. If not that she posted that video. So back to my story. Thank God this agent told me that the light was faulty. If not, I don't even know how I would have coped. So I didn't pay for that place. The house was all fine, like it was fine, spacious, it had fan, it had wardrobe, everything. But thank God I was told that they had light issue. So I called another agent and I saw this place, very like small place, fine. I sent my brother the video. He was like, oh, go and check. It was a new building now. Go and check. Guys, I saw the agent, we went. It was like we are back on a journey of no return. No destination, safe. We were on the bike for hours. In my mind, I'm like, where are we going to? I was scared. Like, God, I hope this guy is not taking me. Like, he's not kidnapping me. Because you were just on the bike going to nowhere. I was afraid. We're entering bush. I said, God, please help me. They ain't go visit the house where they find they'll come kidnap me for another man's state. I was afraid. But then we eventually got to the place. One very secluded place like this. I just said, I cannot take this place. So I was the first. I think the place was just inside this side. If I eventually pay for that place, I'll be the only person that will be there before other students will start coming in. But I'm not desperate. Hello, I have a hotel to go and sleep. The agent tried to persuade me. I said, no, I'm not interested. This place is too far. Even though it was a straight bus, but guys, imagine, hey, it was like a village in a village. It was a village in a village. So the search continued like that. It went on like that. We eventually got to the place, so yeah. Okay, there was this other one. I went, saw the place. It was at the back of a bush. I said, waiting be this. Me that I'm scared of all these creepy things. And the landlord was landlady rather. She was like, oh, she wants a married couple, this, that. My mother said, me too, I don't even want to stay here. Say, first off, it was far, this, that. Just read my mind, like, I cannot even stay here. Thank God you even said that it's married people you want, so no problem. I knew that the agents, they were even tired of me. But I knew what I wanted. As much as I was kind of desperate though, but I knew what I wanted. I just did not want to leave anywhere. And guys, so back then when I was in school, I stayed in a hostel. There was nothing I did not sell. The only thing I did not sell was bread and tomatoes, pepper, anything perishable that can just perish easily. I did not sell those things, but I literally sold rice, parboiled rice. I sold this. I sold grounded pepper. I sold toothbrush. I sold toothpaste, Maggi, salt, sugar, egg, noodles, kerosene. Then we were using stove. I sold kerosene. In fact, there was nobody in the hostel that did not know I was selling. People from, because the hostel was a build, like two buildings. They had wing A, wing B. So like people from, I was in wing A, people from wing B will come. People boys hostel that was that was even far from the building. They will come like, because we had a place like a hole or something that they can just peep through. Guys, like boys were buying things from me. That was how famous I was. And the funny thing is, it was only people in the hostel that knew. People in the department that did not stay in the hostel, they did not know. So when they eventually, the ones that are not in the hostel, when they like enter the hostel to come see their friends, and their friend give them money to, okay, go and buy something, just so room, and they see that it's me, they were like, are you serious? Because in the department I do not talk. I only I hardly talk to people. You will not even know that I'm even your classmate. So when they saw that it was me selling, they were like, wow, are you serious? And the funny thing is, I did not even let it affect my academics. I did not let it affect my academics. So even during exams, the funny thing is, during exams, I'll go to the market to go and restock. I only had, so if I'm not in the department, I'm in my room. If I'm not in my room, I mean, like I've gone to the market. So like you could literally predict where I was, because people want to buy something. So you shouldn't be wondering about, So once I'm done with lectures, straight to the hostel to go and sell my things. I didn't want to be looked for. I didn't want people to like, that kind of thing. People are depending on you, and then you're nowhere to be found. So I had that mindset, like, okay, God, since it's a student area, I also want to sell. So please give me a place that I'll be able to sell at least some things that I know that people will need. And I was also selling pure water back then in school, because people definitely drink water. I was selling eggs, so the only thing I didn't sell was bread and tomatoes and pepper, because those things, bread, you'd have to like move from one room to the other, persuading people to buy, likewise tomatoes, and I didn't want that. I just want to be in one place and sell my things. So I had that mindset during my NYC, like, okay, God, please, I want to sell some things. So give me a place that they have lots of students, and then they'll buy from me, stuff like that. And see, let me tell you something. God, the way he does his things, all those houses that I was going to check, inspect, whatever, even though they had, it wasn't a hostel kind of, it was a hostel, but it was those kind of hostels that it was just only you. It's only me that if I eventually take the place, it's only me that will be there. But I did not even think of that, because me, I just want to get a place. That's my own. But I did not know that God had a plan. And my brother, God was using my brother to disapprove. Because for every time I send him pictures, videos, he'd be like, he doesn't like the place, that I should check again. I mean, I was tired, but I did not know that everything was working out for my good. So eventually there was this place that I went to check. Guys, immediately I got there, I was like, oh no, I'm getting this place. I like this place. It was, the reason why I liked it was because it was a student area here, and it was a story building. I think it was two-story building, and that kind of thing. Two-story building means, if you say anything, you will say anything I want. Like, I was just happy that, two-story buildings, boys, girls. So if I want to say anything, definitely I will sell. So I was so happy. Like, immediately I sent my brother the videos. He was like, what is this? No, Marish, you're not taking this place. And in fact, even the landlords knew that I was so happy, because you know that kind of thing. You've checked other like previous houses, they were just nothing to write home about, and you eventually saw one that you liked. Now your brother is saying no, no, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. The toilet is there, this, that. I'm like, okay, God, what is this? And when I came out, I now saw that there was a woman selling some things like provisions outside the gate. You see my life. You see, you see my life. You can imagine. I did not even, because I was, my mind, everything was just where I was going to. I did not even notice that somebody else was already selling some things. So imagine if I had paid, or if my brother, he approved of that place and I eventually paid, like I will not be able to sell anything, because I know that that woman, she's connected with the landlord, so I cannot sell something in that kind of house. So if my brother had not disapproved, I don't even know what would have happened. I don't even know what would have happened. But God being God, God seeing everything, it just made my brother not to approve of that place. He made my brother not to approve of that place. If he had done that, I'll just be stuck. Even though I was angry that my brother did not approve, it was when thinking about him now, I'm like, hey God. So that place went. In fact, the landlord was calling me alpha, because I told him that I like the place, I'm going to pay. So he was calling me. Eventually told him that, oh, the person that wants to pay said he doesn't like the place. He was looking at me. Is it not you that like you like the place? I'm not the one paying. So even if I like somewhere and the person that wants to pay is saying no, I don't have a choice. So that was it. That was how I eventually just zeroed my mind about that place. Still continue my story. Please, if you're just joining, please like this video and subscribe. So that was it. I zeroed my mind. So there was this other apartment that I went to check. Yeah, guys, I saw that the house was leaking. The roof was leaking. I say, hey, what is all this? Thank God though, because all this AJ, they will not tell you. They will never ever tell you. They will never ever tell you that, oh, there's something wrong with this place, this, that. They will never tell you. Guys, they will never tell you. So in that hotel, I only had 1 month to stay in that hotel. So I was desperately in need of a place before that time, and at times I was even scared to go for inspections because I was a female. I am a female. I had no company, nobody to follow me. So most times when I just see some places when they post the videos and I see the location, even though I don't know there, like I tend to ask people on that same WhatsApp group or my NYC WhatsApp group, oh, please, who knows this place? And they'll be like, oh, it's far. Oh. So most times I don't even bother going, because even though I am in search of a place, I need to like really protect myself, because there's nobody that, the only person, no, like I don't know, I literally don't know anybody here, so I needed to be careful. All right, I checked several houses and none of them were like anything to write home about. Every time I found a place and then I sent a video to my brother, like he would still tell me to keep searching. And the truth is, I just wanted any place to settle, any place. At that point, I wanted any place to settle. But my brother wanted something better. In fact, there was one video I sent to him. He had to send it to, because he had like two close friends. He sent it to those people, and they were like, "What's in this?" And he told me their reply, like, "I know Maris cannot stay here now. What's this?" It's not like they're punishing you. You cannot stay here. And this is somewhere that I like. But then my brother had a different opinion. So the search went on and on, and I remember going to one place, like I said, the place was just so far. I said, God, what is this? Sometimes I'll just be crying in my room in the hotel now. I'll be crying like, okay, God, please, please. I'm tired, just give me a place, any place, any place. I just wanted any place. But God being God, He just didn't want to give me any place because I had 1 year to spend there. So imagine me just staying in any place. That means I have to like manage that place for a year. So it went on like that. Went on like that. I got tired. In fact, guys, I said I'm not going. I'm not going for any inspection. I'm not going for any inspection again. I'm not going for any inspection again. See, little did I know that God had a plan all along. See, God had a plan. Like I said, back in school, I sold literally anything and everything, and I had that same plan. So all those houses that I was going to inspect, even if I say I want to say, nobody will buy because it wasn't. It was just all those houses that they only had like 1 tenant, 2 tenants. So that kind of thing. How do I want to sell? So this other place that I said I liked, and the woman was selling something. Looking back now, I'm so grateful that my brother disapproved of this house. God, through His wisdom, was protecting my plan and making sure that the right place, that's the best place, was still waiting for me. I saw several and the thing is, whenever at some point I just did not even contact any agent. I said, let me even go and look for any place myself. So there was just one time I left the house in the morning and I was going to several hostels. I'll enter, I'll then eventually see some neighbors. I'll ask them, please, is there any vacancy? They'll be like, oh no vacancy. This, that. I'll collect the number of the agent that helps them get the place. I'll contact the agents. The agent will be like, oh, there's no space. They will get back to me when they eventually have a new place. This, that. I became tired. Imagine having to go to different hostels, different hostels, right? So there was this very beautiful hostel that I saw. It wasn't far from my PP, so I summoned courage. I went there, and they were like, oh, no space. So I got the number of the agent and I called him. I was like, okay, there's this place that he wants to take me to that I should come. So I went with him. Guys, this hostel was fine. It was looking like a hotel. It was even finer than the hotel that I was staying. Guys, the place was damn fine. If you see the room, it had wardrobe. Although there was no fan, the wardrobe, the room was looking like a hotel. Very fine, spacious. The toilet, so the toilet had where you could brush your teeth. I said God. But you know one thing, the amount was 350,000. Me, I could not even tell my brothers because, hello, 350,000. All the houses that I was going to check, the list was 150,000. Now I'm saying, I loved the place, but I just knew that it would be so what's the word now? It will be so greedy, to be so I can't remember the word now, but my brother paid for my hotel. You're not telling him to pay 350. It's not like you're going to spend the rest of your life there. It's just for NYC, that to pay somewhere that you're going to live eventually after 1 year. Hey, I just could not even tell my brothers, but I told my immediate brother. I sent him the video. The place was so fine. In fact, students were already there. That's the thing. You know that people living there, those ones are all low. And they said that you could only have two people live in a room because the place was so fine. So they don't want the place to be like overcrowded. So you can only have one roommate. So imagine me just paying 350 because I don't want to have any roommates. I cannot even tell. I could not even tell my brother and my eldest brother. That one was just like, are you okay? So I couldn't even tell him. I just only told my immediate brother, and he was like, that money is too much, and he doesn't think that place is genuine because imagine the videos of the places I've been showing him. Now I'm now showing him this place. He said that I should not even bother. That place is not sure that place is real. So that was how I went home like that. When I just said, I'm not going for any inspection again. Anything I was doing, but let it happen. I got tired. Guys. I got really tired. So those people that took me to this very fine place, they called me again and they were like, oh, there's another place, so but the amount is not it's not 350, but it's also expensive. So would I want to go check it out? So I said they should not worry, that let me call the person that will pay to inform him of the amount. So I called my brother and I told him like, okay, hello, I've seen another place, but they said the amount is so. Should I still go and inspect? He said, of course that I should go. Guys, I went. And guess what? I loved the place. I loved it. It was a newly built apartment. In fact, I said this 350, they only had wardrobe. There was no fan. So you're literally going to bring a fan. But this one that they took me to, there was fan, there was wardrobe. The toilet even had where you could brush your teeth. And it was way cheaper than this one that I went to. When they told me the amount, I was like, it's a lie. It was a newly built apartment. Imagine having to utilize everything. Yeah, like you're the first person that will utilize everything, especially the toilet. Because that was even what I was after. Toilet, new toilet. They told me, so I sent my brother the videos. I was really excited, like, oh, this place is fine. There's fan. I don't have to bring fan from the house, from Lagos, or even buy. Guys, can you beat that? Immediately I sent my brother the videos. He was like, do you like the place? And guys, I did not even mention, it was a story building. Girls were upstairs, guys were downstairs, and it was 28 rooms. Is it 28 rooms now? 14, that's 28 altogether. So imagine, I sent him the videos. He was like, do you like? I said, I love it. That was how my brother paid immediately. And guess the amount? It was 250,000 naira. Immediately I paid. The agents were like, they were surprised because this is me that they were just kept. They just even took me to the place. Let it not be like, oh, they did not show me the place. Guys, my brother paid immediately. Hey, my joy knew no bounds. I finally got it. My brother paid immediately 250,000 naira. I was so happy. They gave me my receipt, gave me the keys, and God, I was so happy. Finally, I have gotten a place. I was so I called my mom because those ones, they were also wishing that I'll get a place, and then I called them to thank my brother for me. I called my sisters, please thank my brother. He has paid. I've finally gotten a place. He has paid, and the place was not even far from my PPA. Guys, was it like it was? It's so true. I was so happy. And there was even this church that I liked that, oh, when I was in the hotel and I just walked past, I loved the service. So I was like, oh, I'm going to be going to this church. So the church was not even far from my hostel. Guys, a newly built apartment. God was keeping the best for me. Hey, God. Immediately I moved in, I called my sisters to send my stuff, my cylinder, my pot, everything, my food stuff, everything. So I was traveling between that place and the hotel. So I would leave the hotel in the morning, go to my hostel, stay there, and then in the night I would go back to the hotel because there was usually light and the bed was comfy. They had not even brought my stuff, so they had not brought my stuff. The only thing that was in the room was I made table and chair, so that was the only thing that was in that room. Before my sister sent my stuff, and so I would go to my hostel to cook, eat, and then take dinner back home to the hotel. So I was shuffling between my hotel and my hostel. Can you imagine? So guys, remember my plan to sell things, to sell stuff, guys. So it was when I moved in that I realized that, okay, this is my plan can actually come through. So I did not waste time before somebody else to start selling, because it was a new apartment, so people started moving in. Immediately I got I saw all those truck that those people that sell pure water. I saw their truck and I stopped them. I got 5 bags of water. My business on this start, so I bought 5 bags of water. I bought half crate of egg. I went to the market. I bought like noodles, all those things just provisions that I could sell. And then, so because I was not spending the night there, remember I would always go back to my hotel. So for everybody that I see, I'll let them know that, oh, I sell pure water, I sell egg, because I knew that, oh, even if people will drink water, egg, students, because we are students now, so people will like buy eggs. They'll use it in place of meat, chicken, and the rest. People definitely buy egg. So I bought those 2 things and the like small of biscuits, sweet, and the rest. Noodles, spaghetti. So for every time, so I'm always there in the morning, and so there was just this neighbor that was buying from me. This guy will buy 2 bags of pure water, and I was drinking from the water as well. So once he buys the 2 bags, I'll be left with 3 bags, and I'll drink the rest of the 3. And there was this neighbor that was close to me, because I was staying downstairs. Even though downstairs is for guys. So all these agents, because they want money, they'll just be boboing you. I shall go downstairs, and I was even happy because I didn't have to be climbing stairs and all of that. So there was this neighbor that was close to me. He buys eggs for me. Then the one opposite me buys 2 bags of pure water. So once the guy buys the 2 bags, I'll be left with 3 bags, and I'll start drinking the 3. But I made sure that I was never stranded of water, because the thing is, if you're into anything, if you're selling anything, always ensure that you always have those things, because you don't even know, you never can tell when somebody will want to come and buy. So I always made sure that I always have water and egg, because you're not quick, like immediately get customers. It's one after the other. So imagine a customer that comes and you don't have. He comes the second time, you don't have. Trust me, the customer will not come the 3rd time. So for me, I made sure that even if at that point I was only selling to 2 people, for every time those 2 people came, I always had whatever they wanted to buy. Do you understand? There was never a time that they would come and I would tell them, oh, there's no egg. No. Or there's no water. No. So when I was around, in the morning and then I see any new faces, I'll be like, oh, I'm selling pure water. That was how I was like creating awareness. I was creating awareness, one like step by step, before you knew it, guys. So eventually 1 month elapsed and I had to move into my hostel fully. And then, guys, my business started growing. Slowly, word started spreading. People began noticing me. People began noticing what I was selling. My sales increased. We I was selling just 2 bags. I started selling all 5 bags. All 5 bags. In fact, I'll just even buy extra one for myself and then I'll sell all 5 bags. Before you knew it, I increased sales. I started buying 11 bags of pure water. People started knowing that there was a lady that sells pure water downstairs. They knew my room number. Not just pure water, they started buying eggs. See those 2 things, water and eggs, they were always buying them. So I always made sure I was not stranded of those 2 things. From 11 bags, God. Hey, my goodness, from 11 it grew to 22. 22 bags. I didn't give up, because most times people would let that thing get to their head and they'll just like relax. I did not relax. And they see me as a businesswoman, y'all, this, that. Because I mean, I'm one person that I always tell God, I want to be a solution provider. I don't want to be somewhere and then people are lacking some basic things. Because during my first time there, before I even said, okay, let me even start selling, I had to like walk down to get water. So I said, no way, I cannot be here and people will have to travel to get water. No way. That was how I took it upon myself to sell things. It wasn't easy, but because you know how it's the student area, 10 p.m. people are coming to buy water. They are not you that are sleeping. They will come and wake you up. But I didn't care, knowing that I was a solution provider. Was like everything I needed, and there was no time that people will come and then I tell them there's no water. No. There's even a particular time that, so what they do, there's a particular time of the month where all water sellers, they will not even sell. So I did not even know. I was not aware. And I had water. So that day I was waiting for them. I called. They were like, oh, I go. Then they told me that, oh, there's a holiday. This is still the next day. God, I was worried. And I had like how many bags now? So for people that came, I gave them half bag. And I told them, you know what, please, I'm going to give you the next half the next day. That was how God helped me. I gave them half bag of water. And the next day, pure water people came. I gave them the remaining half. That was how, whenever I'm stranded of water, I give the people like, most times I give them 5. Most times I give them 10 half bag, so that at least everybody will have what to drink. Nobody will be stranded. And the next day I'll just like God. That's how God has like throughout my stay there. God came through for me. Ego, and not only that, God really saw me. Like He saw me through my stay there. I never lacked anything. I grew from selling 5 bags to 11 bags. And not just 11 bags, it grew to 22 bags. And I was also selling bottled water. Can you imagine? I was also selling bottled water. Guys, in fact, so we were 3 coppers there. 3 coppers. All of us, we were into something. I was selling things. The other was selling racing. The other was into painting of nails, into pedicure and manicure. She was into that. So for every time that I'm not around, I would tell those two ladies to help me sell, and they would not hesitate. There was a time that I traveled for a boot camp. I just gave my key to one of my coppers. She was like, I think she wasn't directly, because okay, so I eventually moved upstairs. I didn't say that. I eventually moved upstairs. It was fun. It was all fun. It was, even though it was stressful carrying filter from downstairs to upstairs, but then knowing that, oh, you are in an environment where it's the same people that are there, so it was all fun. So there was one time I traveled for boot camp. I just gave my key to my fellow copper, and she sold. She like, she took over. She helped me selling. In fact, she even called me like, oh, there's no water again. No, I called those water suppliers, and they supplied water. Like, there was no time those water suppliers would pass my area and they will not stop by to see if I'll get water. My business became so people knew that I was selling things. People knew I was selling water. It was all God. It was all God. It was all God. It wasn't by my power. It wasn't by my might. It was all God. Like, through this experience, I witnessed God's provision in a tangible way, opening doors, increasing my resources, and even making sure all my needs were met. Guys, see, looking back at this entire experience, I see clearly how God's hand was like in every detail, from the frustration of searching for a house to the agent. The agent who tried to mislead me, to finally getting a newly built apartment through my brother's provision. See, it was all God working behind the scenes. It was God. I will not lie to you. It was all God. It was all God. God didn't just provide. Like, He didn't just provide a roof over my head. He opened a way for me to start a small business, to grow it, and to never lack throughout my stay. He reminded me that even in times of uncertainty, His timing is perfect. See, guys, I don't know about you, but God has been good to me. He has been so good to me. He has been so good to me. So today I'm filled with gratitude, not just for the house, not just for the business, but for God's faithfulness, His guidance, and His love that never fails. Guys, so I need you to know that when we're grateful to God, when we acknowledge that, like, when we acknowledge every blessing, big or small, that comes from Him, He opens our heart to see even more of His goodness in our lives. It's just like a normal person. When they get you something, you're not grateful. Do you think they want to do it again? No. Looking back, I'm like, it can only be God. Because imagine if I had paid for that other hostel, then I cannot even sell anything, because I know that woman, she would just maybe she would just even go like diabolical, because she was literally selling everything. But God did it for me that my brother did not approve of that place. And all the places that I thought I liked, my brother did not like it. So imagine if he had liked those places, then I'll just be waiting for 1 year to come and then go. Because I'll be so tired, frustrated, angry, everything negative. Truly, I can say with all my heart, thank you, Lord, for your provision. Thank you for seeing me through when I didn't even know the way. Because I had 1 year to spend there, so staying in an apartment, because it's what I was at some point I was desperate. I just want to get an apartment. My brother knew that. He even told me at some point, like, Maris, you're not desperate, so calm down. Because this is somewhere you're going to stay for. You're going to spend 1 year. So don't even just choose anywhere. You need to choose where it's comfortable, where you like, and presentable. God's provision is real. He's faithful. I need you to know that He's faithful. Even when we're tired, and at the end of our patience, He opens door no one can. Pray. Everything to God and prayer. I cried though. There were times I cried. I cried like, God, what's going on? I'm tired. I cried. You pay for inspection fee and it's trash. It's trash. But God, when He came through, today I'm filled with gratitude, not just for the house, not just for the business, but for God's faithfulness. God sees me. He sees you also. He cares. And He also provides. I made sales. Guys. I was never stranded. Imagine growing from 5 bags to 11 to 22, and then I was buying 30 bags and then bottled water 5 packs. And I was also a blessing to a particular woman, my neighbor. She wasn't my direct neighbor, opposite neighbor though. I was a blessing to her. I saw her as the grandma I never had. So for every month, I would always give her food stuff, even though it was little, but at least it's better than nothing. And she would always tell me to kneel down, and then she would pray for me. She was the grandma I never had, and I was always happy to do that. When I eventually left, I gathered everything. I gathered some stuff. I made sure the food stuff was even more than the one I gave every month, because she was never going to see me again. So she prayed for me. She prayed for me. Imagine somebody telling you to kneel down and then they pray for you from their heart. Yeah. It was God. It was God. It wasn't easy. Eventually that apartment, it wasn't easier because of the people that stayed there. It became a place that a lot of, like, there's no how once you walk by, if you're not an occupant and you walk by, you want to stay in that apartment, in that hostel, because it was fine. That place was fine. I don't even know how, like, it was fine, spacious, fun, having fun, wardrobe, everything. And because of most of the tenants, the house became exposed. They had Yahoo boys there. But because God's own was there, He protected me. At some point I was afraid at night, but God still protected me. Guys, eventually. It was a month to when I was going to finally leave the place, and I just randomly prayed that, God, I would like to, because this place is fine, and I don't want a situation whereby, because those agents, they eventually collect somebody new and they'll charge them the whole fee. So I wanted to just have somebody that I can give the hostel to, and then the person will pay me, because I had 3 more months, but then I was supposed to leave. I had 3 more months because it was a year. They collected payments for a year, and I was to leave even before that 3 months. So there was still 3 extra months that was left, but then I needed to go back home. So I just like randomly prayed, like, okay, God, I wish I could see somebody that will come and stay the remaining 3 months and then pay me for those 3 months. So that was how I was just outside one evening, and then two ladies, they were largers, they came and were like, oh, please, is there a vacant room in this place? I said, there's no vacant room, but I'm going to be leaving very soon, and I'm still going to have 3 extra months. You can stay those 3 extra months. You can move in and then pay me for the 3 extra months, and eventually start living there. You don't have to pay like new money, because if imagine if they had come as a new tenant, they will have to like pay agency fee, pay like new, just like a new tenant would pay, and it's even expensive. So they were like, oh, that's really thoughtful of me. And the money that I even charged them was just something small. I just like just when most people, when you give them something free of charge, they will just take advantage of it. So I didn't want it to be like that. I just told them the fee, and they were like, oh, can I reduce it? I said, no problem. I reduced it, and they were willing to pay. Guys, they said they were going to pay. They said they were going to pay, and not just that. I said, God, please. The only thing I want to, the only load I want to take home is just my clothes. It's just my clothes, and then my pot. Every other thing, my table, my chair, my bed, I don't want to take them home. I want to sell them off. That was how slowly, but like one after the other, I started. I told one of my neighbor, one of my church members, I want to sell this. Please help me advertise it. He posted the table and chair. Somebody was interested. She came, took the table and chair. I started selling my things one after the other. Where God was bringing those people from, I had no idea, but I was just surprised, like, okay, God, thank you. Thank you so much. She came, took the table and chair. She told me she was going to pay like some weeks after. No problem. When I saw her, just like our spirit connected, and I allowed her to carry the table and chair. And then my drums, I sold it even more than the amount I bought them. Somebody was interested. I had 2 drums. Somebody came, bought one. Another came, bought the other. Like, I had extra cash. So those ladies that I told about my apartment, I told them, see, if I leave, you can also start selling the pure water business. You can take it up from there. And they were so like excited. They were so excited because you're not just going to live in that apartment. You're also going to be selling stuff. So people will not even know that I've left because somebody else has taken over. So you're going to continue from where I will stop. And they were so excited. They were 2 sisters though. And I wasn't biased because they are not Christians. No, I didn't care. As long as I knew that I was solving a problem, they were not going to pay extra money. That was fine for me. So I told them about it. I said, okay, I'm going to be leaving so time, so date. So I prepped my stuff. In fact, the day before I was supposed to leave, somebody else was interested in my mattress. I took it to the park, tied it up, took it to the park, sent it off. That night, I see God, I packed it, sent it off. I didn't mind sleeping on the floor. At least it was just for that night because I was leaving the next day. I even bought pure water for those ladies so that they will not be stranded when they move in. So they can just continue from where I stopped. I sold everything that I told God I wanted to sell. Where the buyers came from, I did not even know, but I sold everything I had in mind to sell. before even people could wake up. I left. See, before I traveled, the word was against all odds, against every odds. God saw me through. He saw me through. Right from when I traveled down to Gombe State, to when I came back, to when I relocated to Oyo State, throughout my stay there. It wasn't an easy journey, but God saw me through. I cried though, there were days I cried, even in this new apartment I cried, but God made sure that I never lacked anything. He brought people that were ready to help me. Because it can only take somebody that is sent by God to help you. Because I said I traveled for a boot camp. In fact, there were times I just traveled home. I told my neighbor, please help, and she sold it. Not grumble, nothing. She sold it. She helped me. God. Yes, I am. God came through for me. God, I am grateful. I do not take it for granted. Why you love me, I don't know, but I am grateful. I am so grateful, Lord. So I want you to be grateful to God. Do not take anything for granted. Do not say, oh, it is normal now. No, it's not normal. It's not normal for you. You shouldn't be used to God's goodness. No. So before we end today's episode, I want to speak directly to someone watching this. So maybe you're in a place where your needs feel impossible, where you're struggling to make ends meet, or where you don't, like, it seems like all doors are closed. I want you to know that today, that same God who provided for me will provide for you. He's able to turn all things around. He's able to turn your frustration into favor. I need to know that He's able to turn your struggle into breakthrough and your tears into testimonies. God is not a man that He should lie. He's not dead. He just needs you to talk, to speak up. I also remember there was a time that I was like, God, am I going to leave here and then go back to my sisters? Because I didn't want to bother them. They're married with children, so I didn't want to go back there. I just quietly said a prayer like, God, please provide a place for me. And that was how God came through for me. My brother told me to come and stay with him. That he was traveling, that I should come and take over. That was how God provided a place for me. This house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. In fact, when I was moving out of the hotel, my landlord did not believe it because how I got the apartment, I did not have to call him to beg him to collect any number from him if he has any number of any agent. No. God took all the glory. He took all the glory. In fact, when I got the place and I told one of the agents that I used to know all that, he was like, it's a lie, it's just that. Guys, how God did it, I don't know, but He did it eventually. He gave me one of the best places to stay. And I had to sell my things. He gave me a place where I could sell things. Nobody's competing with me, nothing. I am who you say I am. So I want you to know that same God that provided for me will provide for you. So if you have not yet given your life to Jesus, or if you have been struggling to trust Him, I want to invite you to make that step today. I want you to let Him show you His provision in ways you never imagined. So please say the short prayer after me. Lord Jesus, I thank you for loving me. I believe you are my provider. Today, I surrender my life to you. I surrender my life to you. Come into my heart. Guide me. Guide my steps. And provide for me according to your will. I trust you, Lord. And I thank you for your faithfulness. In Jesus' name, amen. If you have just said that prayer, congratulations. I want you to know that the heavens, the heaven, the heaven, the angels are rejoicing over you. I want you to know that you're now a child of God and your story of His provision is just beginning. Remember, God is faithful. He sees your needs and is able to provide in ways beyond your imagination. So please, there's a link in the description if you want to us to like, trust God with you. There's a link in the description. Please fill it, and I'm going to reach out to you. If you'd all like, if you would also like to do something like this, you also want to share your story with the world. There's also a link in the description. Just fill it, and then I'll take it up from there. If you feel like, oh, you don't want people to see your face, you want to be anonymous, it's also fine. There's a link. You can also feel. I can help you share your story just to encourage one or two people out there. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. So guys, I've come to the end of today's episode of the Stories of God's Goodness. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for liking this video. And please, if you're not a subscriber, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Alright? Channel, rather. Thank you so much. And I want you to know that God loves you. He cares for you. He's a provider. You just need to ask Him. Alright? And guys, there's one more thing. God is not dead. He's not dead. Everything is going to end in praise. Just hang in there. Alright? Hang in there. Be prayerful. Be thankful. And you should always ask. Don't assume that He knows. Yes, He knows, yes. But then there are times that He just needs you to say it. To say it with your mouth. And do not be the type of person that, oh, you believe, oh, your parents, they are praying for you. No, pray by yourself. It's when you open your mouth to say it that He hears more, like faster, like He answers faster. It's good other people are praying for you, but you too, you have more. Pray for yourself. Pray by yourself. Alright, we've come to the end of today's show, program, whatever it is. Alright? And I want you to know something. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, guys. See you next time. I don't even know if we are going to be coming live on Sunday again. But then you just have to take me where you see me. Alright, guys. Bye and see you in the next video. Love you. Bye-bye.